I'm currently trying to write I'm writing a new book right now, and there's a couple underlining mysteries, and I'm playing it kind of close to the chest because like it's not my forte, but I'm trying to do it. But in my first book, have you read the whole thing?
Are you talking about the Mies one?
Or Oregonia? Have you
Yeah.
read Oregonia? Okay,
Well,
so
I haven't read the new revision. I've read the original one.
so this still applies. Um, I was just wondering if you thought I did a good job. Spoilers for Oregonia. Um, uh, but do you think I did a good job with the reveal? That Mila was actually Shroud, and then that
In
Shroud is the
I
original
can't remember
Shroud was Mila's.
I can't remember which chapter it was. I want to say chapter 5 or 6. I can't remember, but it was after the
Uh-huh.
halfway point. I started getting a little suspicious because it was just seeming a little too what's the word? Not linear.
Obvious.
Yeah, not
I
even
wasn't.
obvious. It was
I
like
wasn't like. I'm not like. I wasn't trying to hide it like
I
that
know.
well. I just like. It's
It
like if
just
you.
felt cheeky. It felt a little cheeky where it was
Uh,
like it
oh,
was
this
there in front of the player's face the whole time, or reader's face. But
right.
like if you were really paying attention, you could pick it apart before, which is a fun
Which
thing to
is
do.
this is like isn't that the whole point? Like to give the reader enough information for them to figure it out themselves.
Yeah, but
Like
it felt like it was really quick, like really
quick.
quick.
Like
There,
I don't know. The reveal doesn't happen until like chapter 18 or 19.
I
Out of
know, but like I want to say it was like I really do want to say chapter 5 or 6, but I think I'm totally wrong there. I can't remember which chapter it was, but I was reading through and she did something, and he was I need to fucking read it. I can't remember the full thing. Either way, there was something that the way you wrote it, I was like, this feels like he's trying to make her into like reveal the whole time that she's really the really Shroud or whatever. And I was just like losing
sure.
my fucking mind over it because I was just like I was actually generally hoping that it wasn't, because it would have been kind of funny
Right.
to have her be like at toward the end, everyone started
See,
accusing her.
that's like here's the thing. Here's what I tried to do. So I tried to make it seem like maybe there's something more to Mila, there's something more to Shroud.
Yeah.
But then I start to feed you breadcrumbs that like, oh, Mila isn't Shroud. Shroud is Mila's brother. And then you find out, oh no, uh,
It,
her brother died and she is Shroud. And it's revealed like because I'm trying to hit you with like, oh, you think you know what the twist is, and then you're like, oh no, the real twist is Shroud is her brother. And then you're like, no, he's dead. It really was Mila.
No, that
Um,
was actually I actually really generally enjoyed the story behind it. Some of the wording in your first edition drove me nuts. Gonna be honest, like
there are a lot of there's a ton of fixes.
I
And like
I
you
know.
have like the beta copy.
Yeah, hold on, let me show you.
Um, oh, don't do this to me. I know, Mikey. I know. It's bad. I know.
So
I know how bad it is. Okay.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna
I
just
know.
no. You
Oh.
don't know. You don't know what I did. Can you see that?
Um. I can't really know.
I went
I
through.
yeah, bro. I like the version you have is like it's not
I
even you
gotta
can't even buy that version anymore because
I know, but
it
I
was
couldn't
like
help myself. I just started.
oh I bet. But yeah, no,
One
I
of the
have
one of
I
the
have a new version
sentences.
out.
One of the sentences was so bad. I turned it into a fucking meme.
Well, that's
And
why
then he ran,
that's
and
like
then he jumped.
and then you jump.
I know it was a beta version. I know it was a beta version, but it was
Right.
just funny. Like you gotta
No,
laugh
I
it
don't.
off.
I know it's bad. It's bad. I hate it, and it makes me. It's embarrassing for sure. And I'm not saying the new version, the the real version isn't perfect by any means, but it
No.
is significantly better and has a bunch of new things added to it.
I'm looking forward to your actual real release. That's what I'm going to wait for. And then once you get the new version out, I'll get that one.
Yeah, because that one, I actually got a copy from an editor who went through and edited it herself.
That is buku amazing.
And then she, I think I mentioned this in another episode, but after she bought my book at a local like organic grocery store, then she read it and edited it herself, left a note with my stepdad who works there. He brought it to me saying, "Oh, this is fan mail." And then inside it's like, "Oh, I read your book. I liked it. I want to help you.
Good.
Let's meet up." And she gave me her copy of her book.
That was edited.
And I'm in the process of editing the original Oregonia. See, before I dive into editing it, I wanted to get a redesign for Eli and some art, because if I can start up like a Kickstarter and have all this cool art to show off, then I think because like having that makes a huge difference.
It does. I still think you need to work on the edit right now. That way, like when you start the Kickstarter, it's not so stut heavy. So that way it's like, hey, I'm almost done. Just
no. I'm not gonna start a Kickstarter until I finish editing the book. So I'm gonna try to get everything done before I start a Kickstarter.
Well, when you get it all done, I really do want a copy of your newest edition so I can add it to my bookshelf after reading, because as you can see, I love my books.
Yeah, not to brag, but I think it's pretty good.
I'm looking forward to it, actually. Generally, it's been a couple years now, and I think from what I've saw on your stream, your writing's definitely improved. It actually appears like you've been taking like either lessons or researching how to better your writing skills.
I definitely do a lot more research, and I go through it over and over and over, and I try to improve on things constantly.
It's hard.
I think for me the most important thing is to just get that first draft done, get the very base done, the story, the whole story done, and then I go through and really flesh it out. I'm struggling with my newest book a little bit because like there are some points where I'm really feeling it, and then there are other points where like I don't really know if this is like if I want to keep working on this. I never really felt that way with Oregonia.
Yeah.
But this book, I feel like I'm trying to juggle a lot of themes. And I feel like I'm starting to lose the meaning or the purpose of the story itself. But that's just stuff I'm just gonna have to like rework. I think I can make it work. I think once the story is done, it'll all come together and I'll feel a lot better about it.
I think you will too. And I actually kind of think your writing is therapeutic for you. And I feel like it allows you to work through thoughts and issues that other people can't. Like when I write, I still have a Google Doc account purely for writing. I filled it with 3 gigs worth of just text files of writing, because I used to just write all the shit that used to happen and memories and everything else down, and then like reread it through, and I just never deleted it, which I probably should go back and delete that shit before some of it gets leaked.
True.
I think I'm fucking joking. There's shit in there where it's just like, no, like fuck that.
Stuff you probably wouldn't want to get out there.
It's not I would deny it. Like if it got out there, I'd just be like, yeah, I fucking wrote that. Why? Like, I don't care. But like I'm actually been writing on the back tail for the last year on something, and I'm writing a book myself, and I'm calling it Living as Baggage.
Living as Baggage.
Yeah.
Now, is it like a biography, or is it a fictional
in some
story?
sense? No, in some sense, it's going to be autobiographical, or I can't talk.
Is it going to be like, okay, is it like a fiction based on your life?
little bit based on behind what happened. It doesn't really go in depth of it, but it's going to go through my perspective, and it's been interesting. I've restarted it like 6 freaking times because every time I get to a point, it's like fuck. I reread through, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I can start this differently. So I have like four to six different iterations of the damn thing sitting on my desktop. But I am gonna call it as living as baggage for sure. I don't know how when it'll be done, but it is something I actively work on my free time. So like when nobody's at home and it's just me in the room, I'll sit down for like a good hour or two and just write on it and then see what sticks, what doesn't stick.
Yeah, I try to get 500 words a day, but
That's a lot for me. Sometimes I
I mean,
spent I
I
spent
use
20 minutes on one sentence. All right.
like sometimes it can take several minutes to get started. I used to do 1,500 words a day, four
That's
days a
insane.
week. Now like it's so hard to get 1,500. It's because I stream, I do YouTube. Before it used to be my job and my writing, but now I have so much going on.
It's
I'm
it's
like
difficult.
I've reduced it to a very reasonable 500 words a day, 6 to 7 days a week. It's far more manageable. I don't
It is.
hit that goal most of the time. Some days I go without writing at all, and it's just been a huge struggle lately. But like with Oregonia, I don't know. It's so exciting. It was my first book, and I just wanted to work on it all the time.
Dude,
Um,
everyone was excited for you. Everybody in the family was like, Travis is writing his own book. Like, we were all, I remember everyone being like supportive about it. I don't remember anyone saying you shouldn't do it at all.